It's a hard post, but Bebop will be closing this year. Our last day of being open will be December 31st, and we'll have a New Year's Eve party here. It's all are welcome. Yeah, we just never got back after the pandemic, not really. And the costs keep going up, and I totally support the minimum wage increase. I think everybody should make more money, but $32,000 a year is more than we'll be able to swing. And honestly, it's hard. It's hard. So, yeah. So, I'm pivoting. Flower Lab is gonna be also closing up and moving to all online at the end of the summer. So as they move out, then I'm actually going to take over the entire space here and turn it into an event space, so I can have still be involved in the community and support them. And I really want to support the restaurants around here that want to do catering, so that can help them stay open under these hard financial times. And thank you. This has been the best. And thank you for everyone who has reached out to me. And thank you for everyone that has worked for me and made this possible. I'm super proud of myself and what we did here. And I got to live a dream. And not everyone gets to live their dream. So I will see you at the new event space, and I will be here until the 31st, and we'll all be here and spreading the love and selling things for cheap. And I'll be fundraising for the event space because I'll need more money. So thank you.
What's up, everybody? You watching On Air with Nick Java podcast here on YouTube. I drop content daily, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And guys, if you will, right here, ring that bell, and you will be notified of all of my video uploads, podcasts, everything that's going on this channel. All right, guys. So Seattle, Washington has passed the minimum wage hike to $20.76 per hour. What? And you know what, guys? They passed this on New Year's Day, and it's basically forced some businesses to actually close their doors. And the crazy thing is the first, person that you guys saw on this video, she actually owns a business that is called Bebop Waffle Shop in Seattle, Washington. Somehow this business owner still supports this minimum wage hike, even though it put her out of business. Guys, I don't understand. You don't have to pledge allegiance to the Liberal Party. You don't have to pledge allegiance to the government. Let's roll with the next video, guys.
A new year means a new contentious policy in Seattle. Starting tomorrow, minimum wage for the Emerald City is jumping up.
Yeah, that jump may be good news for workers, but
oh my God!
But businesses are now evaluating what it means for them. But as Fox 13's AJ Janeville reports, at least one local business says it's just the latest hardship, so they're going to be closing down for good.
It's never an easy decision to shut down a staple in the community, but the owner of Bebop Waffle Shop tells me with the estimated cost of doing business due to this minimum wage increase, closing her doors was the only choice.
We need to fold up the tables and just sweep the floor.
It's the end of an era in West Seattle.
Oh no. This was my dream, to own my own cafe, to run it how I want to, and to really be in service to people.
More than a decade ago, Karina Lukenbach opened up her business. She served breakfast to the West Seattle community for years.
There's a waffle bar of things.
Now, her dream comes to an end.
I've cried every day.
The tough decision to close is due to several reasons, including less foot traffic and rising costs of goods. But Karina tells me the final straw is the city's increasing minimum wage.
Just for me, the increase would cost me $32,000 more a year.
Right.
She says she's all for
That's
workers
a lot.
getting paid the most. Unfortunately for her, she just can't afford to keep up with the change.
Well, that's
Especially
what most
after the
people would feel.
election, I think the hardest thing that has really been for me to
I think the biggest thing to take away from this is how most businesses are actually probably going to be feeling when it comes to something like this. What do you guys think in the comments? You know, especially for someone like this Seattle business owner of the Bebop Waffle Shop here. You know, it looks like it was a staple in the community there. And unfortunately, due to these super liberal policies, that is just nationally known that happens in the Seattle area, the government there is putting her out of business.
close is taking a safe space away from people. The stories of like what it meant to people to come in and feel safe and to feel welcomed. I didn't know.
For people who live in the area, her shop is more than a business. It was a part of the community.
Happy that, in a way, that a friend may have less stress in her life.
Oh my God!
While a decade of waffles is already wrapped, for one last night, it's alive again as Karina rings in the new year and its new changes with her West Seattle family and friends.
But we're going out celebrating because I'm really, really proud of what I did.
For businesses that provided tips to their employees, the minimum wage change is a 20% increase from what they were paying before. Seattle's minimum wage now is $4 more than the rest of the state. Reporting in Seattle, I'm AJ Janavel, Fox 13 News.
You know, I hate to see anybody lose their business, especially when it comes to this business owner here, you know, Karina. You know, it's sad to see someone crying and upset because they lost their business. And clearly this was something that was important to her and important to the community there in Seattle, Washington. But, you know, this price hike of $20.76 New Year's Day that took place here is this is the issue with, you know, extreme liberal policies. Now, of course, you know, she felt like that was a safe space for people, which is great. You know, I live in North Carolina, so, you know, a lot of times, you know, when I hear people say, oh, this is a safe space, this is a, you know, a lot of that leads me to believe this is, you know, a pretty liberal minded human being, which is fine. You know, I'm more independent, more libertarian. I don't particularly want the government involved with every single thing I do. This right here is why I have certain thoughts that I have, because you have this lady, Karina Lukenbach, runs the Bebop Waffle Shop, and you know, the government really needs to get out of her business and not tell her what to pay people that are actually working there. The whole idea about America is this: people, there's this weird thing going on in society to where like people are like, well, you know, oh, I work at McDonald's. I can't make enough money to support myself. You are responsible for making yourself more financially stable by creating new opportunities for yourself, by getting out there as a worker. I'm not talking about Karina per se, but I'm talking about the people she hired. You know, people, this would be like a stepping stone job, right? You would get that job and learn that craft that Karina is offering someone to learn. And then that person would take, and you would keep maximizing your possible profit margin in order to be self-sustainable. You guys get what I'm saying here? Like with all due respect, working at a coffee shop as a worker and not the owner. Now the owner is different because they own it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but working as a entry level, you know, barista, something along the lines of that, that's something that is a entry level job. It shouldn't be paid $20.76 an hour. I shouldn't say they shouldn't be paid that. What I should say is this: life's hard. And it's even harder when you support super liberal policies like people in Seattle, Washington do, because you know what? Those types of policies put business owners like this young woman out of business because she has now got to take and cut into her actual money that she's getting. And the government has decided, hey, you know what? This increase is going to cost you $32,000 more per year, and you're going to pay it. Absolutely ridiculous, totalitarian, authoritarian type business model that the Seattle, Washington government has. I feel bad for this this business owner here in Seattle, Washington, because she had a dream. She put in a lot of hard work. And the politics of Seattle, Washington, I'm starting to understand the greater Idaho movement a lot better when you have things like this going on out there. You guys have a blessed day. You take care. You watch your On Air with Nick Driver podcast. Be safe, guys. One love.